Let's move to Central Africa. Paris willingly delivered its classified files to a commission of historians from both countries charged by President Paul Biya of Cameroon and French President Emmanuel Macron to unveil the gruesome yet often ignored part of colonization and decolonization process of the Central African country. As it would seem, colonial history remained a negligible component of French identity. This next report explains.
Comprising 15 historians, the team, directed by Karine Ramondi, will work on France's involvement in Cameroon in the repression of independence and opposition movements between 1945 and 1971. On July 26, 2022, in Yaoundé, Presidents Emmanuel Macron and Paul Biya expressed the wish that historians examine this bloody chapter in the history of France and Cameroon from 1945 to 1971, which has been virtually ignored by school textbooks and the general public. In March 2023, the heads of state pledged to declassify archives that had remained secret and launched the Franco-Cameroonian Commission.
The only thing that's going to come out of reparations, of course, is going to be up to the appropriate people to discuss and decide once that report is done. And you can obviously count on the team to make that report as balanced and as serious as possible.
The research report is due in December 2024. It is on the basis of this work that Paris and Yaoundé will be able, in the words of President Macron, to factually establish responsibilities for a subject that has been repressed in both France and Cameroon. The French president had promised that the result would be recognition of what happened, not repentance. Talks of reparations have been mentioned, but it is still too early to confirm.
It is precisely the mission of this commission and this report to give the president, we will say, a serious historical sum based on good number of files in order to determine what type of recognition and what gesture France wishes to make.
Among the omissions of French colonial historiography, the Cameroon War of the 1950s and 1960s is perhaps the most striking. Hardly anyone even realizes it took place. This secret war, which nonetheless claimed tens of thousands of victims, went almost unnoticed at the time, and its victors, the French and their local intermediaries, methodically erased every remaining trace in the following decades. After independence was declared on January 1, 1960, an Orwellian silence descended on the state. French and Cameroonian authorities worked in tandem to enforce this vast enterprise of repression and concealment, successfully silencing even the most daring of the exiled oppositionists. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.